John, what's up, buddy? John is very active. It's awesome to see how excited he is about everything in the groups. He's kicking ass right now. He's taking a lot of action, which is awesome. John, he says, are the participants all using VAs? And he's talking about the POFU accountability group. Yeah, because that was the whole point. I mean, now, am I literally peeking in everybody's windows and checking to see if they're doing the work themselves or if they've hired VAs? No. But the goal, the whole plan was for the accountability group was to do as little of the work as possible in the actual setup and optimization of these profiles, because that's something that a VA can and should be doing, right? Because again, if it was left to each of us, right, to go out and put in this kind of work to make this shit happen, the vast majority of us, me included, wouldn't do it. Right? It just wouldn't get done, guys, because there's too many other, right? We're always playing whack-a-mole. There's always fires to put out in our businesses. There's always people vying for our time via Facebook and email and text message and all the other shit, right? And it's just very difficult. So instead, I said, okay, enough of this. I'm going to develop the processes so that I don't have to do this anymore. And I'm going to share it with all the members of the group. And guys, this is the 12-week journey. Step number one for the first week was to hire a full-time virtual assistant so that they could put them into because week 2 was to put that virtual assistant into training. Week 2 is this week, by the way, is to put the virtual assistant into the training. And by week 3, they should be able to start optimizing profiles. Right. And so that's the whole point, was every one of the members, if they're following along like they were instructed to, should have by now had their first VA hired. And if not, they should be in process of hiring their first VA, which, by the way, how do you do that? Well, it's real simple. We've got a training product called Outsource Kingpin, and that's exactly how we hire all of our VAs. And between my partners and I, we've got about 40 full-time virtual assistants now. And I think 98% of them were all hired through this exact same method. And so POFU Live members all got Outsource Kingpin included with their admission, because I wanted everybody to have that process so that they could go out and start hiring virtual assistants and remove themselves from their businesses. Stop being the bottleneck, right? So, John, is everybody doing it with VAs? They should be. They better be. Is that do I know whether everybody's using VAs or not? No, I don't. I imagine there's probably a few people in there that are going to say, no, I'm going to do all this on my own. And those are the ones that are likely not going to have much of a business at the end of 90 days, right?